All right, so you guys, I guess we're going to indulge and be on this one. This is a section where she asks herself 5 questions. Like nobody cares. She thinks it's the questions that people want to know, but it's like, no, honey. We have a lot more deeper questions than this, but let's indulge her and listen to this one, to her 5 questions. And actually, this is a shorter video, so this will be all right. Oh, and also, you guys, I want to say I'm sorry I've not been inconsistent. Oh my God, this weather is running a number on me, you guys. Let me tell you what. The weather needs to pick a lane because I'm like, it's a beautiful day out. Yay, I'm feeling better. Let's go. Wow, the next day is like in negative 60s. Like, what the heck? Like, it's running a toll in everybody's body where I'm at. But, anyways, sorry about that. Let's get into this.
What kind of coping skills are you using during times where you want to overeat? So there's a few that I use, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. It's all about practice. So sometimes I set an alarm for about 10 minutes and I kind of just like sit with the feeling, and sometimes it passes. I journal about how I'm feeling to figure out like, why do I want to overeat? Because usually there's like an underlining reason. It's not just like, oh, I love to eat.
Amber, I'm sorry. I would say it's the latter. It's the latter. And also, clearly, Amber, all your coping skills are not working. You need to go to inpatient, honey. You've been at this for like what, 12 years now? Yes, there's some underlying issues, and also you do enjoy your food, honey. You need to go to inpatient. You need to get the Tammy Slayton treatment. It worked for her. It worked for her. I'm sure it worked for you. You need to go to inpatient. I don't know what else to tell you.
For me, there's definitely something underlining. And sometimes journaling about that distracts me and it helps me be like, wow, I actually don't think I need food. I distract myself with things that make me happy, like my fur babies. I watch something on YouTube. I watch a TV show. I do my Legos, things like that.
Huh. It just hit me. It's interesting. Everything she mentioned is all the stuff she can do sitting down. It's all the stuff she can do sitting down. Amber, how about you go for a walk? You feel that urge. Go for a walk. Go for a long walk. I don't care if going around the block takes you a half hour. That will help you. And you're also getting some exercise. Go for a walk. Let's try that. Some physical activity while you're not sitting down. That should help. That will also help a lot.
Sometimes I will literally remove myself from wherever I'm at. I also do this when I get extremely anxious, and sometimes that also helps then too. So, for an example, say I'm just sitting in my living room and all of a sudden I just have this overwhelming urge to order DoorDash. Sometimes I'll literally just like stand up and remove myself. I'll like go in the kitchen, clean a couple dishes, or I'll just be like, hey, Twinkie, do you want to go outside? Or I'll go into my room. Like, I'll literally just remove myself.
You guys, I honestly have a hard time believing that she takes Twinkie out for walks, considering that everything she does turns into a vlog. Every time she took Twinkie out for a walk, it would have been a vlog. I'm sorry, Amber. I do not believe that you take that dog out for a walk. All I can hope for is that, what is that, Rover? You have a Rover subscription where people come in and take your dog out for you. Instead of the whole pee pet thing I've been hearing that all you do is put down pee pads for the dog, poor dog. Like Amber, take your dog out for a walk a lot more often, because I don't believe that you do. Because if you did, it would have been in every single freaking vlog. Let's be for real.
These things are definitely easier said than done. You just have to be kind to yourself and patient. And it's like that muscle. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Why do you watch healthy eating content? So it's not something that I like search out, but if
I would like to know who is asking her these questions. I do not believe anybody's asking her these questions. Girly Pop is sitting here writing out her own questions. Oh my God, I am sorry. You guys, I saw somebody's video earlier as I was scrolling through. They were saying that on her members only live stream, she admitted that she has nobody to talk to throughout the day. So she has conversations with ChatGPT. How sad is that, you guys? That is sad.
it pops up and I happen to see it and I don't skip through it, it's usually because it's motivating me to be healthier. Like, I love a good meal idea. I need inspiration in that area. Does Mama Lynn ever discourage you from making bad food choices? No, because I think she also understands. She does sometimes try to encourage me to like cook more instead of ordering takeout as much. Why didn't you know you had hyperthyroidism in the past? So usually your doctor decides what labs they want done based on the things that you guys talk about. That appointment was very hyper focused on weight loss because I was talking to him about Zepbound and I was telling him about how difficult it was for me to lose weight. Like he knows about my lipedema, my lymphedema, my menopause, hysterectomy, etc., etc. He knows about all that, but he was like, when's the last time you've had your thyroid checked? And I was like, when I was 15, because that is the last time. And when I had it checked when I was 15, like it was fine. And he was like, oh, we should probably check that. So that's the only reason why we checked it. And turns out, yep, hypothyroidism.
Okay, I just want her to finish that. And also I wanted to go back to the whole Mama Lynn question. Why would she ever say what she puts in her body? She's a grown-ass woman. Like, let's be for real. Mama Lynn doesn't spend all her time with Amber. She has her own relationship. She has her own household to worry about. Like, Amber is not a baby anymore. Like, let's be for real. What was she? I mean, she's a mom. Of course, she'll be concerned for her health, but she can't really do anything else for her, honestly.
Why do you look at yourself when you're eating on camera? So I think it's just a natural habit that us YouTubers have. I don't like watching myself eat. It's nothing weird like that. It's kind of just like, where should our eyes go? So let's talk about the goals that I had last week. It was to keep a food journal and to take my medication. And I did both of those things. I noticed that keeping a food journal, I do eat a little bit more than like my body feels because I'm telling you at night, I'm like, oh my God, why am I so hungry? Blah, blah, blah. I was able to look at my journal and be like, well, you kind of ate a decent amount. So why are you hungry, Amberlynn? But if it wasn't for me having the journal, I wouldn't have had that answer.
Okay, all right. So we're back to Lynn's lather repeat, huh? Amber, you've been doing this for 12 years again. This shit hasn't worked for you. You need to go to impatient. You've been doing this for 12 years. And the journaling and whatever has not been working for you. You need to go to impatient. It's not working. What you're doing is failing. You need professional help.
In my brain, I would have been like, maybe I didn't eat much today. Let's have something else. So it was nice to have that awareness throughout the week. And then taking my meds on time and when I'm supposed to, it's been really easy because I got a pill organizer. So my goals for this week is 1, keep up with the medicine, and 2, start using my Owala water bottle. So I finally drank the rest of my actual like plastic water bottles that you buy at the store. And I bought a reusable water bottle that I can use. And so I've been drinking 2 water bottles a day, sometimes 3, but usually 2. And that's about 30 ounces of water. But my Owala is 40 ounces. So my goal is literally just to drink 1 of those a day and then eventually move on to 2.
You guys, isn't it wild that we're all sitting here listening to a 30-year-old wanting pass for drinking 2 bottles of water a day? Like, what's wrong with us? What's going on here? Ma'am, you don't get pass for drinking water. That's what you're supposed to do on a daily. You don't get pass for that.
Now I'm going to talk about how my week went. So some days were better than others because the beginning of this week, I was having a lot of mental health. I have been having a lot of mental health days that have been really low. And I have been like catching myself not really caring about the food that I'm putting in my mouth. Yes, I am trying harder. Yes.
Amber, I'm sorry, I had to tell you, I don't think you're trying harder. Because if you're trying harder, you will not be a quarter ton. You've been on YouTube again for 12 years. All you've done is shoot up closest to 600 pounds. To me, that is not trying harder. You're just saying what you think people want to hear. But unfortunately for you, we can see the results of it. It does not equal trying harder.
I'm also adding healthier foods to my diet, but there are some days where I definitely emotionally ate. So if I am being quite frank with you guys, I'm noticing that I'm not being as transparent or as vulnerable or as open as I would like to be in my weigh-in videos or my what I ate today videos. There are things that I want to say, there are things that I want to talk about, but I'm not. I have the biggest wall up, like literally, it is made of the toughest brick you've ever been able to like get your hands on. It is made of metal. It is 1,000,000 feet high.
Okay, she's finally addressing this because a lot of people are like, girly pop, no, that's not what you eat in a day. You don't get to be 500 pounds and showing us what you show us on what you eat in a day video. So people are calling her out on it. That's why we're addressing this now. Got it.
And 1,000,000 feet wide. Like, you can't get past it. And I genuinely think it's because of all the backlash that I receive. My issues with my weight, my struggles with food, my issues with my mental health, and my struggles with how that reflects in my food, whether it be due to trauma or just issues that I have in general. It is not perceived in the way that it should be. People are too harsh, too mean.
No, Amber, you just want expats. People are calling you out on the fact that you order, all you do is eat takeout. You go to bingo, all you eat is garbage. All you eat is garbage, and people have eyes. You can see you're 500 pounds, honey, over 500 pounds. Okay? You want people to buy your BS, and people are not willing to buy your BS. That's why you're upset. And what you eat in the videos, and again, we're going back to that, it is bullshit. All you're showing us is your snacks before your actual snacks. That's not the crap you actually eat in a day. Do you eat that? Yes. In preparations of your actual snacks. What you eat in a day videos are nonsense. And you don't like people calling you out on that. That's your issue.
Too cruel, and it's pushing me away without a doubt. So I am thinking about stopping the weigh-in videos, and I'm thinking about stopping the what I ate today videos.
Hallelujah. Please do. Please do, so we can stop this stupid charade about being on a health journey. Please do, honey. You save yourself a lot of headache, and then you don't have to hear people say mean things. It's a win-win. Do it.
It's something that I truly have to think about and decide, because I need to protect the little bit of sanity that I do have. I'm just not met with kindness in an area of my life that is not impacting anyone besides myself.
Here comes the victim lane, everybody. Here comes the victim lane, everybody. Amber, you don't get sympathy because people have been watching you for over 11 years. All of this is nonsense. People got your number, and you're pissed off about that. You have played people for too long, and people are tired. People are tired of caring. That's what you're not understanding. You're willing to play Russian roulette with your health, and you expect people to care when you pretend to care. People just honestly don't give a crap anymore, honey bun. This is your doing, not anybody else's doing, you're doing.
I can't imagine ever being mean to someone or cruel to someone or saying harsh things to someone that is just simply struggling and documenting that online. Regardless, let's get into the actual weigh-in. So last week I was 516.0, and this week I'm 513.8, so I'm down.
Bitch, where? 513 where? Okay. Like I tell my Canadian bacon. But this is the only way we're gonna believe it. Remember that industrial scale that you had? You need to bring that puppy back. You need to actually step on that scale, film it, not hello, it's ready while you point the camera at the ceiling and we don't see anything. And that weight could have been from like freaking 3 years ago. No, You need to bring back the industrial scale, step on it. That's the only way we're gonna believe you. 513 where? Okay. If I was you guys to give you my honest opinion, just looking at her face, I would say Amber is closer to like 540. That's my honest opinion. And honestly, Amber, you're not lying to us. You're lying to yourself. If you think you're lying to us, you're really not. You're only lying to yourself.
2.2 pounds. I'm not mad about it because I did have a little bit of a fluctuation last week. This might be a fluctuation this week. Who knows? Anyways, I'm gonna go. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you.
Well, yeah, you guys, that was it. That's what Amber says. She's 13, you guys. If you believe that, 513, all right. But anyways, you guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next video later. Bye-bye.